January 2026. Prince Harry steps out of London's High Court alone. No Meghan, no William, no one from the royal family. He's just taken the stand, again, in yet another lawsuit against the British press. And somewhere across the city, his father, King Charles, is preparing for a state visit to America. They're on the same side of the Atlantic for the first time in months. They will not be meeting. People still hold on to the idea that one day, maybe at a coronation, a funeral, a Christmas, Harry walks back into Buckingham Palace, shakes William's hand, and the royal family is whole again. I used to think that too. But after going through every court document, every memoir, every frozen meeting that lasted less than an hour, I'm convinced that moment is never coming. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why. To understand why Harry can't go back, you have to start with one single moment. January 2023. That's when Harry released his memoir, Spare. And this wasn't just a book. This was a 400-page declaration of war. Inside, he revealed that William physically grabbed and shoved him during an argument about Meghan. That Charles allegedly made a comment about the skin color of Harry and Meghan's unborn child. That Camilla deliberately sacrificed Harry in the press to rehabilitate her own public image. And that the royal family knew the tabloids were destroying Meghan and chose to do nothing. Royal insiders described the book as causing irreparable harm to Harry's relationships with Charles, William, and the institution itself. And that's not spin. That's the word used by people inside the palace walls. But here's the part that really changed everything. The part most people missed. Harry's publishing deal with Penguin Random House was reportedly a multi-book contract. When asked about it during his press tour, Harry himself said, "It could have been 2 books. The hard bit was taking things out." Let that sink in. The family isn't just dealing with what he already said. They're living with the knowledge that there may be more. That at any point, Harry could sit down, open a laptop, and write the next chapter. That's not a situation any institution, let alone a monarchy, can invite back with open arms. If there is one single issue that has done more damage to Harry's relationship with his father than anything else, more than the book, more than Netflix, more than opera, it's the security dispute. Here's what happened. When Harry and Meghan stepped back from royal duties in 2020, the British government removed their taxpayer-funded police protection. Fine, that's the rule. But Harry then asked if he could pay for that same level of protection himself. The answer was no. Harry sued the government. He lost. He appealed. He lost again. Definitively, in May 2025. And the court ordered him to cover 90% of the government's legal costs. But forget the money for a second. In a raw, emotional BBC interview shortly after that ruling, Harry said something that stopped people in their tracks. "I don't know how much longer my father has. He won't speak to me because of this security stuff." A son, a father with cancer, not speaking, not because of a book, not because of a Netflix documentary, but because of a bureaucratic dispute over police protection. And this isn't just emotional. It has real, concrete consequences. Harry has repeatedly stated he will not bring Meghan and his children to the UK until the security situation is resolved. That means Archie and Lilibet, Charles's own grandchildren, have barely spent any meaningful time in Britain. They don't know their grandfather. They don't know their Uncle William. Every month that passes, that distance doesn't just stay the same. It grows. Most people focus on Harry and Charles. But if you want to understand why there's no way back, you have to look at Harry and William. A new royal biography, William and Catherine by Russell Myers, published in 2026, reveals something fascinating. The crack between these two brothers started long before Meghan ever entered the picture. Both princes wanted to own the military as their public identity. William, as the future king and future commander-in-chief, felt it was his by right. Harry, who actually served 2 combat tours in Afghanistan, wasn't about to step aside. They clashed over Africa too, over who got to champion conservation causes on the continent. Harry reportedly told William directly, "You don't just get Africa." This wasn't petty sibling rivalry. This was a structural competition built into the monarchy itself, a system that labels one child the heir and the other the spare from birth. And now, according to multiple sources close to the Wales household, William is immovable. Even Princess Kate, after her own cancer diagnosis in 2024, has reportedly pushed for reconciliation. She's urged William to soften. One source told Heat World, "Kate's tried everything to get William to soften on Harry and Meghan, but there's just no moving him." This matters more than anything else, because William is the future of the monarchy. Charles is elderly and battling cancer. Within years, possibly sooner, William becomes king. If William ascends to the throne still carrying this level of resentment toward his brother, no door will ever open. Not officially, not symbolically, not at all. Here's the thing people keep overlooking. Harry already has a life, and it's not falling apart. In August 2025, Archewell Productions, Harry and Meghan's production company, signed a renewed multi-year deal with Netflix, expanding into scripted projects and documentaries. This isn't a desperate cash grab. This is a media company with momentum. The Invictus Games, the sporting tournament for wounded veterans that Harry founded in 2014, is going from strength to strength. The 2027 edition is set for Birmingham, and Harry is already deep in preparations. In January 2025, he officially designated the United States as his primary country of residence, a legal step that further formalized his separation from British royal life. And crucially, his children. Royal commentator Kinsey Schofield put it plainly, Harry is not going to leave Archie and Lilibet in America to go back to a life of royal duty in England. Any real return, if it ever happened at all, is realistically decades away, after his kids are grown, after the monarchy looks completely different, after a world that barely resembles today's. In other words, in a context that no longer really matters. Even if, hypothetically, Harry, William, and Charles all sat down tomorrow and genuinely made peace, the institutional door is closed. When Charles became king, Parliament quietly revised the Councillors of State legislation, the law governing who can stand in for the monarch when the king is unavailable. Harry, who was previously on that list, was removed. Meaning, legally, officially, Harry cannot step in for his father even in a national emergency. Royal author Tom Quinn revealed that Harry actually offered to take on a temporary royal role after Charles was diagnosed with cancer. That offer was turned down. Quinn's explanation? The family no longer trusts him. And there it is. Trust. That's the thing at the center of all of this. Not the lawsuits, not the security dispute, not even the book. The royal family, as an institution that has survived for centuries by controlling its image, its secrets, its narrative, cannot function with someone inside it who they fundamentally don't trust. And Harry, with a multi-book deal, an active Netflix partnership, and a pattern of going public with private grievances, is, from their perspective, the definition of a security risk. Not the kind with bodyguards. The kind that sits down with the BBC. Let me be clear about something before we wrap up. This isn't about taking sides. Harry has legitimate grievances. The treatment of Meghan by the British press was documented, relentless, and in many cases, racist. The security situation left his family genuinely vulnerable. The institution he was born into had real problems, and he wasn't wrong to say so. But he made choices. Big ones. Each one closed a door that might otherwise have stayed open. Spare closed one. The Netflix documentary closed another. Every headline-grabbing lawsuit, every public allegation, every BBC interview where he aired his family's most private moments in front of millions closed another. And now he stands in Montecito, California, with his wife, with his kids, with his business, with his freedom. Maybe that's the part nobody wants to say out loud. Harry doesn't need to return to the royal family. He escaped it. And maybe, just maybe, that was the plan all along. Do you think there's still a world where Harry makes it back to royal life? Or is this door closed for good? Drop your take in the comments. I read every single one. If you found this useful, subscribe. We go deep on stories like this every week. And the next video? We're looking at who actually benefits most from Harry being gone. See you there.